So hello everyone, welcome to Must Chemistry channel, and this is Must Topic series, the topics that cannot be avoided, right? So these are the topics which are the trendiest topic, which are the hottest topic in your competitive exams like JEE and NEET, as well as these topics are equally important for CBSE if you are focusing on CBSE only, right? So the first topic that I'm taking today in this series is guys called balancing of redox reaction, right? So balancing of redox reaction is one of the most important topic. And if you will spare your 30 minutes to me, if you will give your 30 minutes time to me, then I'm very much sure that in the end you will feel confident in balancing of redox reaction, because I know majority of students are not that much confident as far as balancing of redox reaction is concerned, right guys? So please right now you watch this video. So let's begin. So guys, this is our question number 1, right? Balancing in acidic medium. First we are discussing balancing in acidic medium, right? So this redox reaction is given to us and it's mentioned that you have to balance this in acidic medium, right? So with the help of this question only, I'm going to explain all the steps that are involved in balancing of acidic medium, right? So first of all, this is a redox reaction. And how do we know that this is a redox reaction? Very simple. If you can see that this is copper metal, and here the copper metal in its natural state, in its most common occurring state, and in most common occurring state the oxidation number will be 0, right? So here oxidation number is 0 for copper. Now what about nitrogen? So we can calculate that. Let's say nitrogen is X plus there are 3 oxygen atom, and what is the oxidation number of oxygen? Generally it is -2, right? Generally it is -2. Exceptions are also there, but this is common compound, so it's -2. Total charge is -1. So guys, X will comes out to be +5, right? So oxidation number of nitrogen is +5, oxidation number of oxygen is -2, right? So first of all, for every individual element we need to write oxidation number. Now come to this nitrogen. So I hope now you can see that here nitrogen will be +4 and oxygen will be -2. Similarly, whatever is the charge present on iron, that would be its oxidation number. This is copper 2+. So here copper exists in +2 state, right guys? So this is your first step. What is your first step? You have to calculate oxidation number of each and every element present in that redox reaction, right? Now you can see that here copper is changing from 0 to +2. So you know that increase in oxidation number, increase in oxidation number is oxidation, right? Electron method, how to identify whether oxidation and reduction. One of the simplest method, that increase in oxidation number is called guys oxidation. So this is oxidation. Then guys, what about nitrogen? Nitrogen from +5 to changing to +4. So what is happening with nitrogen? For nitrogen, I can write here, this is decrease in oxidation number. This is decrease in oxidation number. Why? Because nitrogen is changing from +5 to +4, and decrease in oxidation number is called guys, decrease in oxidation number is called reduction. What we call this? We call this reduction, right? So what is redox? Redox means reduction plus oxidation. So in this given reaction, one element is undergoing oxidation and another element is undergoing reduction. It means the given reaction is redox. Given reaction is redox, right? So they are not asking you whether it is redox or not. It's there that balance this redox reaction, but I'm showing you this in this way. You can check whether it is redox or not, right? So oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. So this given reaction is redox reaction. Okay, now we need to balance it, right? So guys, I'm telling you the general method of balancing. There are 2 methods by which we can balance the redox reaction. First method is called oxidation number method, and second method is called guys half cell reaction method. So the generalized method that with that you can balance any kind of redox reaction is guys the half reaction method. So we will follow only that method. Oxidation number method has some of its limitations, or I can say that if I will give you some typical redox reaction, then it will be difficult for you to balance with oxidation number method. So the best method is guys half reaction method. Which method? Half reaction method. So one by one I'm going to discuss what is half reaction method. So first of all, first you identify the oxidation number of each and every element. After that guys, you write oxidation half. What you write? You write oxidation. You write oxidation half, right? Oxidation half means where oxidation is going on, right? So as you can see here, copper is changing into, here copper is changing into copper 2+. Copper is changing into copper 2+, right? So this is your oxidation half. Now in oxidation half, first of all, you balance all the atoms. You balance all the atoms except hydrogen and oxygen. See, How many coppers are there? There are one copper in reactant side. How many coppers are there? There is one copper in product side. So copper is already balanced here. So first of all, whether it is oxidation half or reduction half, first you balance all the atoms except hydrogen, except oxygen and hydrogen. Since there is no oxygen and hydrogen here, so and copper is also balanced, so we have balanced all the atoms, right? Because only copper is there. After balancing atoms, then the next step is for you to balance the charge. What we need to balance? We need to balance the charge, right? So how to see the charge? See, in reactant side, what is charge? There is 0. Because copper, 0 charge. In product side, what is charge? +2 charge. What is charge? +2 charge, right? So I want to balance the charge. Now guys, there is another definition of oxidation. Increase in oxidation number is oxidation. But there is another definition, and that definition is loss of electron is oxidation. When an element loses electron, it undergoes oxidation. So here, basically this is oxidation. It means copper has lost 2 electron to gain 2 plus state, right? Means basically loss of electron is oxidation, right? So I need to add whatever the electrons I have to add. I need to add those electrons in product side because it's loss. And so in product side we will get the electrons, right? So now how much electron I should add, that will be decided by balancing of charge. Since here charge is 0, so in product side also I want charge 0. So since in product side we have +2 charge, now I need to neutralize it by adding 2 electrons in it. One of the simplest method. Okay, so here you add 2 electrons. So this is your oxidation half. Okay, 0 charge here, +2 and -2. +2 -2 will cancel out each other. So here also the charge is 0. So this is your oxidation half. Now come to guys reduction half. Okay, now come to reduction half. Okay, reduction half. Now we want to balance reduction half, right? So what is reduction half? First of all, NO3 minus changes to, here this is how I'm writing, NO3 minus changes to NO2, right? This is your reduction half. This is your reduction half. Now what is the rule? Balance all the atoms except oxygen and hydrogen. First we need to balance nitrogen. Is nitrogen is balanced? Your answer is yes sir, nitrogen is balanced. There is one nitrogen, there is also one nitrogen, right? The next question is oxygen is balanced? So here we have 3 oxygen and here we have 2 oxygen. So whenever in redox reaction we balance oxygen, we always balance oxygen by adding the molecules of water, right? So you tell me, one molecule of water contain how many oxygen? 1 oxygen. So if you want to balance 1 oxygen, you need to add 1 molecule of water, right? Since this product side is having 1 oxygen less, so I need to add 1 molecule of water in product side. That is what we have done. We have added 1 molecule of water in product side. Now if you count oxygen, there are 3 oxygen, 2 plus 1, there are 3 oxygen. Oxygens are balanced, right? Now which kind of medium it is? So it is mentioned we are balancing it in acidic medium. This is acidic medium. So now after balancing oxygen, we need to balance hydrogen, right? So if you count hydrogen, how many hydrogens are there? There are 2 hydrogen, right? So in acidic medium, when you balance hydrogen, we add H plus. H plus means acidic medium. So we balance hydrogen by adding H plus, right? So reactant side is having 2 hydrogen less. So in reactant side I need to add 2H plus, right? So we have added 2H plus in reactant side. Right? So now you can count your nitrogen is balanced. 1 nitrogen, very good. Your oxygen is also balanced. 3 oxygen, 2 plus 1, 3 oxygen. Your oxygen is also balanced. Now balance hydrogen. There are 2 hydrogen. Hydrogens are also balanced. So each and every atom is balanced. Now after balancing all the atoms, the next step is to balance charge. Right? But keep in your mind, right? I will tell you what to keep in your mind. See, basically, if you see the product side, what is the charge in product side? This is 0. NO2 is neutral, H2 is also neutral. There is no charge. So product side charge is 0. It means reactant side also, the charge has to be 0. Right? So in reactant side, how much charge we have? We have plus 2 into plus 1, that is plus 2 and minus 1. So what is the charge? Plus 1 charge. In reactant side, how much charge is there? Plus 1. Now guys, this is reduction. Reduction is gain of electron. So whatever the electrons you have to add in reactant side. Why I'm adding in reactant side? Don't be confused that sir, where we should add reactant or product. Since it is reduction, reduction is gain of electron. So to balance charge, the electron that I'm going to add in reactant side. I'm going to add in reactant side. So in reactant side, guys, what charge we have? We have +1 charge. So in order to neutralize, in order to make it 0, I need to add, here I'm adding, guys, I need to add +1 electron. Can you see that? Now see, this is +2 charge, -1, -1, -2 charge. So this is also balanced. This is also balanced, right? Your oxidation half is balanced, your reduction half is also balanced. Now guys, what we need to do, we need to add both oxidation and reduction half in such a way so that electrons will get cancelled out. So that electrons will get cancelled out. Right? Whenever we have final redox reaction, in final redox reaction, we don't want any kind of involvement of electrons. Right? What is redox? Oxidation means loss of electron. So whatever the electrons are lost in oxidation, that will be gained in reduction, right? So oxidation half has 2 electrons and reduction half has 1 electron, right? Now I want to add them, but I will add in such a way so that electron will get cancelled out, right? So it means in order to make electron cancel, we need to multiply this with 2. So you multiply with 2, we have 2NO3 minus, we have 4H plus, we have 2 electrons, we have 2NO2 and we have 2H2O, right? So this is your final third equation. Now I hope you understood that why I'm multiplying with 2. So this is my oxidation half, this is my reduction half, add 1 and 3, add 1 and 3. So guys, I'm directly adding, you can see that now. If I add 1 and 3, so copper in my reactant side, copper solid plus 2NO3 minus, 2NO3 minus plus, right guys, what else will be there? So there will be 4H plus, there will be 4H plus, gives us, see, this electron and this electron will get cancelled out because these reactants, these electrons in product side, these electrons in reactant side, so they will get cancelled out, right? Now what else I will get in product side? So there will be copper 2 plus in product side plus 2NO2 plus 2NO2 and plus, guys, 2H2O, 2NO2 plus 2H2O. So this is your final redox reaction. This is your final redox reaction, and is that it is balanced, right? So if you want to cross check whether it is balanced or not, you can still do that with the help of charge balancing, right? So you count total charge. What is total charge here? 0. This is -2, this is +4. So what is total charge here? Here total charge is +2. Here total charge is +2, guys. Here total charge is +2 in reactant side. What about product side, guys? Copper has +2 and NO2, 0, H2O 0. So in product side also the charge is +2. In product side also the charge is +2. Since charge is same in reactant side and product side, it means the given reaction, is balanced. Right? So this is how, guys, this is how we balance the redox reaction, right? And let me tell you, one of the most doubtful step to the student is addition of these electrons, right? So you might have another logic also. One of the simplest logic is how to add what number of electrons I should add will be decided by charge balancing, right? So let me conclude how to balance in acidic medium. Very simple. First you check oxidation and reduction, then you write oxidation half, you write reduction half, then in oxidation half you balance all atoms first except hydrogen and oxygen, and then you balance oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen will be balanced by adding water, hydrogen will be balanced by H plus since medium is acidic, and in the end you balance charge by adding electrons. Now where to add electrons? Reactant side or product side? That will be decided by the process, what kind of process it is. If it is oxidation, we have to add electrons in product side because oxidation is loss of electrons, and if it is reduction, we need to add electrons in reactant side because reduction is gain of electrons. And in the end you add both the reactions in such a way so that electrons will get cancelled out, right? So this is my final balanced redox reaction, and you can cross check in the end by balancing the charge, by checking whether the charge is balanced or not, right guys? Okay, so this is our question number 1. Now we will discuss another question on acidic medium, then we will come to basic medium. Okay guys, So now guys, let's discuss question number second. This is also, we are balancing in acidic medium, but it involves a little bit of trickiest part where student can commit mistakes. So let's discuss this question. So the question is, we have to balance this reaction in acidic medium, right? So what is the first step? First step is to calculate oxidation number of individual element, right? So this is iron. So what I told you, for ions, whatever is the charge present on them, that is their oxidation number. So here iron present as +2 means it is ferrous. It is ferrous. Now see, this is important for us. Hydrogen peroxide, guys. What is it? It is hydrogen peroxide. And if I ask you what is oxidation number of hydrogen, you will say +1. Right, hydrogen general oxidation number of hydrogen is +1. What about oxygen? So you will say, sir, -2. But guys, here it's not -2. Oxygen has -2 generally, but there are exceptions. Exceptions like peroxides, exceptions like superoxides, exceptions like difluorides, right? Where oxygen oxidation number will not comes out to be -2. So this is one of the exception. So that's why I have taken this question, because I know you guys can do mistakes. So this is hydrogen peroxide. And this is the structure of hydrogen peroxide, guys. This is the structure of hydrogen peroxide. It has open book like structure. Let it be. We will discuss that later. But this is H2O2, right? So it has this peroxy linkage. This is peroxy linkage, guys. This is peroxy linkage between oxygen and oxygen. There is peroxy linkage, right, guys? So let me tell you here, whenever this is, since it is peroxide, so this is the structure. So I hope you know this, that with the help of structure, when you calculate oxidation number, you always get it right? So this is hydrogen, this is oxygen. Since it is a single bond, so when we break single bond, so we break single bond to check oxidation number like this. Who is more electronegative? Oxygen. Obviously oxygen is more electronegative than hydrogen. So when you break this bond, oxygen will get -1 and hydrogen will get +1, right? This is the best method to check oxidation numbers, but for that you should know the structure, right? Similarly, when you break this bond, guys, okay, it will get +1, it will get -1. This is the conventional method of checking oxidation number. When you break this bond, the bond between oxygen and oxygen, this bond is non-polar. What is the meaning of non-polar bond? No electronegativity difference. This is also oxygen, this is also oxygen. So there will be no charge on this oxygen and this oxygen because of breaking of this bond, right? Hypothetically, we are breaking to get the charge. So here, the oxidation number of oxygen is -1. It's not -2. So if you will write -2, you will confuse yourself, right? So here, the oxidation number of oxygen would be -1 because it has peroxy linkage. It is peroxide, and in peroxide the oxidation number of oxygen is -1, not -2, right? So we have written -1. Now iron, so +3. Water to we know, right? +1 oxidation. Number of oxygen is -2. Now we have identified the oxidation number of each and every element. Now we need to check which of the following species are undergoing oxidation and which of the following species are undergoing reduction, right, guys? So let's check that. Okay, this is +2. Oh, iron is changing from ferrous to ferric. Iron is changing from ferrous to ferric. Arey sir, this is increase in oxidation number. Arey sir, increase in oxidation number means oxidation. Increase in oxidation number means oxidation, right? This is undergoing oxidation. And what about this oxygen? -1 to -2. -1 to -2, is it decrease or is it increase? Arey sir, it has to be decrease. This is -1, this is -2. So oxygen is undergoing decrease in oxidation number. So this is decrease in oxidation number, and decrease in oxidation number is called, guys, what? It is called, guys, reduction. It is called what? Reduction. So in the given reaction, oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. It means the given reaction is redox. But we are not asking that. We are asking to balance it. Balance it, right? We will balance, but since it is redox, right? So let's come to now balancing. Same method. First of all, you write oxidation half. Okay, guys. So first of all, you write oxidation half, right, guys? So what is oxidation half? So oxidation, array, ferrous to ferric. Okay, very good. Fe2 plus changes to Fe3 plus. Okay, sir. This is, sir, oxidation half. What is the next step, sir? Balance all the atoms except oxygen and hydrogen, right? Is iron is balanced? Yes, sir, it is balanced. One iron here, one iron here. So yes, it is balanced, right? Is there any oxygen and hydrogen? There is no oxygen and hydrogen. So we balance all the atoms. What is my next step? My next step is to balance charge. balance charge. How much charge is there? There is +2. How much charge is there? There is +3. I need to balance charge. Now what kind of process it is? Tell me. It is oxidation, and oxidation means loss of electrons. It means whatever the electrons you have to write in product side, because this is loss of electrons. So I need to balance. So it has +2 charge. So make sure that your product side will also have +2 charge. So for that I need to add 1 electron. Okay guys, so for that purpose I need to add 1 electron, right? So this is your balanced oxidation half. This is your balanced oxidation half. Now let's come to a reduction half. Let's come to reduction half. Let's come to reduction half. Now what is reduction? H2O2 is undergoing, H2O2 is converting into H2O. This is reduction. Okay, reduction is done, right? Now what is the next step? Balance all the atoms except oxygen and hydrogen. In this only oxygen and hydrogen is there. So we have to balance first oxygen and then hydrogen. And how do we balance oxygen? By adding water molecule. So how many oxygen is there in product side? In reactant side, how many oxygens are there? There are 2. In product side, how many oxygens are there? There are 1. So can I add 1 H2O here? If I add 1 H2O here, H2O plus H2O, can I write 2 H2O? Understood guys? So oxygen is balanced, 2 oxygen here, 2 oxygen here. Now we need to balance hydrogen. How many hydrogens are there? There are 4. How many hydrogens are there? There are 2. Which medium? Which medium is this? This is acidic medium. So I need to add H plus, right? So here we have 4 hydrogen. I need to make it 4 hydrogen in reactant side. So I will add 2 H plus. I will add 2 H plus. Done, right? There are 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. Yes sir, this is clear. 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. This is clear sir. 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. Balance. Now we need to balance. All the atoms are balanced. What is the next step? Tell me, what is the next step? Next step is balancing of charge. Now you are like, sir, where we should add electron, reactant or product? So I told you earlier that this is reduction, and reduction means gain. Reduction means gain of electrons. So electrons should be added in reactant side. Electrons should be added in reactant side. Okay, so sir, product has 0 charge, sir. How sir it has 0 charge? Array, water is so neutral molecule. So here we have +2 charge. So I need to make it 0. So I need to add 2 electrons here. I have added 2 electrons here, right? So here I have added 2 electrons. Now this is your balanced reduction half. This is your balanced oxidation half. This is your balanced reduction half. In the end, we need to add 1 and 2. We need to add 1 and 2, right? And you know very well that when you are adding, make sure that when you are adding oxidation half and reduction half, make sure that the electrons will get cancelled out. Now you're like, sir, it has 2 electrons, it has 1 electron. Not a big deal. You multiply oxidation half with 2, and we have to do it because electron has to be cancelled out, right? So you multiply 1 with 2, 2 multiply with 1, and plus second. You add both of them, right guys? So if you multiply 2, see, I'm directly doing 2, it will become 2 electrons. When you add 2 electrons, goodbye, tata, bye bye. 2 electrons will go out, right? Now what we will left with, so I'm writing 2Fe2 plus, right? What is there? There is H2O2. There is H2O2 plus 2H plus. Done. 2Fe plus H2O2 plus 2H plus 2Fe3 plus 2Fe3 plus 2H2O. 2Fe3 plus 2H2O. This is my final balanced redox reaction. Now you're like, sir, check whether it is balanced or not. So you know how to check it. Check charge, right? How much charge? +2, +4, 2 into +2, +4 and +2. What charge is there in product side? The product side, the charge is +6. In reactant side, the charge is +6. In product side, charge also has to be +6. Array 2 into +3. This is also +6. In both the side, charge is balanced. It means whatever the reaction that we have balanced is correct. So this is your final answer of this particular question. And what was the confusing part in this question where students can do mistake was this. oxygen, right? Here oxygen is -1, it's not -2 because it's peroxide, right guys? So this is how guys we balance acidic medium. This is how we balance acidic medium. Doesn't matter how much complicated question is, if you know these steps, if you follow these steps, then you can balance in acidic medium very easily, right? Now we are going to discuss how to balance in basic medium. Now guys, let's discuss about balancing in basic medium. So balancing in basic medium has different set of rules as compared to acidic medium, and that is what confuses students, right? But let me tell you the tricky part here. The tricky part is that what if they are asking you to balance a given redox reaction in basic medium, you follow the same step as that of acidic medium, but in the end you make a little change, and when you will make that little change, automatically you will get balancing in basic medium. So that is the simplest method to balance the redox reaction in basic medium. So now let me tell you that what is that trick to balance basic medium just by assuming it to be acidic, right? So let's begin with this question, guys. We have this question written on the board. So now all steps are similar. What is, we are assuming it's written basic, but we are assuming it only acidic, right? So what is it? Basically OH minus, this is hydroxide, right? So OH minus has -1 charge, so total minus charge is -3, so total plus charge has to be +3, right? +3. Oxygen here is -1, hydrogen here is +1. You can write like that also, right? Iodine, see, it will comes out to be +5. I hope you are getting how it is coming out to be +5. X minus 6 equal to -1, so +5. Oxygen -3. This is iron. Whatever is the charge on iron is the oxidation number. Now chromium will comes out to be, guys, -8 +2 +6 and -2. So first of all, we need to calculate the oxidation number of each and every element, and that is what we have done. Now check who's undergoing oxidation, who's undergoing reduction. The same method. Chromium is undergoing +3 to +6, increase in oxidation number. So chromium is undergoing oxidation, right? Chromium is undergoing oxidation. What about iodine? Iodine is changing from +5 to -1, so that is decrease in oxidation number, and decrease in oxidation number, you guys know very well, that would be reduction, right? So both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. Both oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. So the given reaction is redox, right? Okay, now what is the next step? Tell me fast. Next step is oxidation half, right? You write oxidation half. Okay guys, write on oxidation half. Whatever the same steps we have done in acidic, same steps I'm doing here also. So if I will write oxidation half, guys, so that would be CrOH thrice convert into CrO4 2 minus, CrO4 2 minus. Yes or no? Now what is the next step? Balance all the atoms except hydrogen and oxygen. Is chromium is balanced? Yes, chromium is balanced. Now balance oxygen. So how many oxygen we have here? 4. So I need to add 1 water molecule. Same, whatever we have done in acidic medium, right? So oxygen are balanced, 3 oxygen and 1 oxygen, 4. Here 4 oxygen. Now balance hydrogen. How many hydrogens are there? Please don't do this mistake. There are 2 hydrogen and there are 3 hydrogen here, right? 3 is getting multiplied, 3 plus 2, 5. So here I add 5H plus. Now you're like, sir, this is technically wrong, sir, because sir, medium is basic, but why you are ending H plus? So because I'm telling you the trick, right? So you do the same thing. Whatever we have done for acidic, you do the same thing, right? Now check again balancing. Chromium balanced, oxygen, 4 oxygen balanced, hydrogen, 3 here, 2 here, 5. Hydrogen is also balanced. So this is your balanced oxidation half. Now the last step is balance charge. So you know oxidation is loss of electron. So here in reactant side 0 charge, in product side the charge is +3, right? +5 minus 2 +3. So I need to add 3 electrons here. So this is my balanced equation. This is my balanced oxidation half. Okay, now guys, I need to balance reduction half. So first of all, write reduction half. I need to balance reduction half. Okay, now what is my reduction half, guys? Reduction half is IO3 minus changes to I minus. I'm writing like this because see, I need to add other things also. So here, this is how I'm writing I minus, right? Balance all the atoms except oxygen and hydrogen. Yes, iodine is balanced, 1 iodine, done sir. Oxygen balance, add 3 molecules of water. We have added 3 molecules of water, right? Now I need to balance hydrogen. So hydrogen, this is 6. So it would be, guys, 6H plus. This would be 6H plus. Hydrogen is also balanced. Iodine balanced, hydrogen balanced, oxygen balanced, right? Now, guys, we need to balance the charge. We need to balance the charge. So if I need to balance the charge, what is this? This is the reduction, and reduction means gain of electron. So whatever the electrons I will add in reactant side. I hope that is crystal clear. What is the charge in product side? -1. What is the charge in reactant side? In reactant side, that would be +5. So +5 charge. So I need to add 6 electron here. Why? See, can you see that? Then it will be -7 plus 6. -7, 1 electron, -1 charge here, -1 charge here, right? This is very, very important step that I'm discussing with you. So here -1 charge. I hope you can see that. +6 -6 will cancel out. -1 here, -1 here. So charge is also balanced. Okay, so overall this equation is balanced. Iodine 1, yes. Oxygen 3, yes. Hydrogen 6, yes. Everything is balanced, right? Everything is balanced. Now you add 1 and 2. Add 1 plus 2, right? But you know this very well. When you are adding, so you add in such a way so that electrons will get cancelled out, right? So I need to multiply this reaction with 2. Second reaction with 2, right? So add, multiply, not first reaction with 2, right? Add 2 into 1 plus 2, right, guys? Okay, add, multiply, because see here we have 6 electrons, so I need to make it 6 electron. So now I'm doing that kind of calculation. So here we will get 2 Cr OH thrice, right? I hope it's clear to everyone. Okay, and here we will get 2H2O plus IO3 minus plus 6H plus gives us 6H plus. Clear? Electrons, 6. I'm not showing you how I multiplied. Okay, that is clear. 6 will get cancelled out. Then what we will get? 2 CrO4, 2 minus plus 10H plus, because it's get multiplied, right? 10H plus. Okay, and guys, this is I minus plus 3H2O. I got this, right? So let me rearrange it properly, right? So see, now I'm writing like this: 2 CrOH thrice. Okay, now count water molecule. See, 2 water molecule here and 3 water molecule here. So in product side, I will get 1 water molecule. So we will write like this: IO3 minus, right, guys? Okay, then see, gives us 2 CrO4 2 minus plus I minus. We have written this. Now what else is there? See, 6H plus here, 10H plus here. So 10 minus 6, I will get 4H plus. Plus how many water, guys? So 2 water here, 3 water here. So can I say 1 water molecule? Yes or no? This is my final reaction. Okay, now they are not asking you to balance in acidic medium. They are asking you to balance in basic medium. So let me tell you the last magical step that will transform this reaction into basic medium. Now, how many H plus are there? There are 4 H plus. So in last step, add equal number of OH minus. Add equal number of OH minus on both sides. Add equal number of OH minus on both sides as that of H plus. Now what is the meaning of this magical statement? This will transform your equation into basic medium. Okay, so basically what is the meaning of this? You see how many H plus are there? There are 4 H plus. So you add 4 OH minus in product side and 4 OH minus in reactant side. Whatever is the H plus, you add same number of OH minus on both sides. So if you will do that, so here I'm writing the final reaction, that would be 2 CrOH thrice plus IO3 minus. Okay, how many H plus I should add? How many OH minus I should add? 4 OH minus. Okay, 4 OH minus gives us 2 CrO4 2 minus plus I minus plus, guys. Okay, now everyone pay attention. There are 4 H plus, I added 4 OH minus, H plus and OH minus will combine and give you water. So how many water I will get? 4H plus 4 OH minus. 4H2O, so there is 4H2O and 1H2 is also there, so it will convert into 5H2O, right? So guys, we have done the same thing for acidic medium, but in the end, in the last step, you should know this point, add equal number of OH minus on both sides, and what would that number would be, what that number would be for OH minus, that will be decided by number of H plus. So this is my final redox reaction. Now I want to check, so let's check the charge here. Okay, -1 here, -4 here, -5. Okay, let's check the charge balancing. This is -5 charge, this is -5 here. 2 into -2, that would be -4 and -1. So here also the charge is -5. On both sides we have -5 charge. It means whatever the balancing we have done is right guys? So this is how you should balance your basic medium. Specifically for JEE and NEET, because in your competitive exam they are not seeing your approach. You have to mark the answer, right? But for CBSE, you should know the other methods, right? So that I won't discuss here, because mainly though I'm just doing these hot series or must topics for JEE and NEET. Okay, for CBSE you can go through some books, you will get the other logics as well, right? So this is how we do balancing in basic medium. So I hope you understood it well, and now you are feeling confident in basic medium as well. I will take one more example of basic medium so that you guys can understand in a better way. So guys, now we are discussing the second examples of balancing in basic medium. So I told you it's overall same. The way we are balancing acidic, we will balance basic as well, right? So let's try this question number 2 in basic medium, right? So first of all, zinc in its natural occurring state, its oxidation number 0, nitrogen will comes out to be +5, oxygen will comes out to be -2. Since it is iron, whatever is the charge, that is its oxidation number, it would comes out to be, guys, x plus 4 equal to 1. Okay, so it will comes out to be -3 and it will comes out to be +1. Understood? Okay, x plus 4 equal to 1. So x, yeah, -3, right guys? So who's undergoing oxidation? Everyone write oxidation half, right? Oxidation half. Okay, so what is your oxidation half? Your oxidation half is zinc converts to zinc 2 plus, right? Balance all the atoms except hydrogen and oxygen. So zinc is already balanced. There is no oxygen, there is no hydrogen. So we will balance now charge. This is oxidation, gain of electrons. So charge here is 0. So I need to add 2 electrons. This is my oxidation half. Now let's come to reduction half. Let's come to reduction half, right? So what is my reduction half? My reduction half is NO3 minus changes to NH4 plus. This is how I'm writing. Okay, so now first thing is balance all the atoms. Okay, nitrogen is balanced. Now balance oxygen. We are assuming it to be acidic medium only. So balance oxygen by adding 3 molecules of water. Now we have to balance hydrogen. There are 6. So add 6H plus here. Okay guys. So we balanced it, right? Everything is balanced. Nitrogen balanced. There are 10 hydrogen is there, right? Because see, oxygen 3 into 2, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. So I need to add 10H plus here. Okay guys, check nitrogen balanced. There are 3 oxygen, 3 into 2, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 hydrogen. Yes, it is balanced. Now balance charge, since it is reduction, add electrons in reactant side. How many charges there? There is +1. So I need, and there is +1, right? So I need to add, and here we have how much charge? Here we have +9. So I need to add 8 electrons. I need to add 8 electrons, right? Because 9 plus 10, then it will become +1, right? One of the simplest method of finding out the electrons. So here I need to add 8 electrons. So that is what I have done, 8 electrons. Now everything is balanced. Like this is equation 1, this is equation 2. Now you know very well, I need to multiply first equation with 4 and then add second, because electron has to be get cancelled out. So let's add, that would be 4 zinc plus, okay, that would be NO3 minus, then guys 10H plus, okay, then guys 10H plus, okay, 8 electrons cancel out. Okay, then we have 4 Zn2 plus, balance properly. Then we have NH4 plus, and 3H2O. So this is the equation that I'm getting after adding all of them. 4Zn, NO3 minus, 10H plus, got it, 4Zn2 plus, NH4 plus, 3H2O. This is my balanced equation. Okay guys, now we are balancing in basic medium. So okay, so how many H plus we have? We have 10 H plus. So if you remember, we need to add equal number of OH minus on both sides to convert into basic medium. So there are 10 H plus. If I add 10 OH minus here, it would become 10 H2O. 10 H plus plus 10 OH minus will combine and they will give you 10 H2O. It will become 4 Zn2 plus, NH4 plus, and there is 3 H2O and plus 10 OH minus. Okay, here also you add 10 OH minus, so 10 H plus plus 10 OH minus 10 H2O, and this is 10 OH minus on product side, 10 OH minus, right guys? Now I can rearrange one more time. I can write 4Zn NO3 minus, right? There are 10 H2O, there are 3 H2O, 10 minus 3 is 7 H2O here. Then guys we have 4 Zn2 plus, then we have guys NH4 plus, then we have guys 10 OH minus, right guys? So this is my balanced equation. Now check whether it is balanced or not. So we can check that. How much charge is there? There is -1 charge. Okay, how much charge is there? +8, +9, and this is also -1. There -1, here also guys -1. So this is my required balanced equation in. This is my required balanced equation in basic medium. One of the simplest method. If you follow this, you will be very much comfortable or very much confident in balancing part, right? So we have discussed balancing in acidic, we have discussed balancing in basic. There is another type of balancing that they target in competitive exams, that is balancing of disproportionation redox reaction. So that would be my last topic, and then this must topic series, that is balancing, will be done for you, right? So the last type of example is balancing in balancing of disproportionation redox reaction. Now guys, what do we understand by disproportionation redox reaction, and how we are going to balance it, right? So this is one of the difficult topic for the students and hottest topic in your competitive exams, right? So what is the meaning of disproportionation redox reaction? So I know maximum of you already know what is disproportionation redox reaction. See, with the help of example I will discuss. Here phosphorus is 0. Here this is phosphine gas, here phosphorus is -3, hydrogen is +1, right? And if you calculate phosphorus here, 2 plus x minus 4 equal to -1. So that would be guys -2, so that would be +1, right? So here hydrogen is +1, phosphorus is also +1, and oxygen is -2. 2 plus x minus 4, x minus 2 equal to -1, -1 plus 2 plus 1, right guys? So if you see this, so here phosphorus is converting to -3. Right? So what is that? That is reduction. Why it is reduction? Because it is decrease in oxidation number, and here phosphorus is converting to +1, right? What is that? Increase in oxidation number. So that is oxidation. That is oxidation, right? Now see, I'm not considering this OH minus. I can remove this OH minus also. This OH minus is only telling you that you have to balance this in basic medium, right? So OH minus we will add later on, not a problem. This is only telling you that okay, it is a basic medium. Okay. Now if you see, if I ask you this question, it is a redox reaction. Is it a redox reaction? Your answer is yes, because oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously. But if you see in this reaction, phosphorus is the only element which is undergoing oxidation as well as reduction. So when in a redox reaction, same element, there will be oxidation of same element and reduction of same element. Those kind of redox reactions are called, guys, those kind of redox reactions are called disproportionation redox reaction, right? Okay guys, so this is disproportionation redox reaction where same element undergo oxidation as well as reduction. Now how to balance it, right? So whatever the methods I told you, we will follow that method only. First of all, we will write oxidation half. We will write oxidation half, right guys? So what is oxidation half? P phosphorus changes to H2PO2 minus. We have written this is oxidation half, right? Now balance all the atoms except oxygen and hydrogen. Phosphorus is balanced, yes it is balanced, sir. Phosphorus is balanced, yes it is balanced. Okay, now balance oxygen, we are assuming it to be acidic. Balance oxygen by adding 2 molecules of water. Okay, we have balanced oxygen by adding 2 molecules of water. Now balance hydrogen, there are 2, there are 4, so here I need to add 2H plus. Hydrogen is also balanced, 4 hydrogen, 2 oxygen, 1 phosphorus. Now guys, in the end we have to balance charge. Since it is oxidation, I have to add electrons in product side, right? So what is charge in reactant side? 0. What is charge in product side? That would be 2 minus 1, that is plus 1. So I need to add 1 electron. So I hope that is crystal clear to everyone. This is your oxidation half. Now guys, what would be my reduction half? So this will confuse the students. Okay, that what would be my reduction half, right? So when you are balancing disproportionation redox reaction, see, only the phosphorus is undergoing oxidation. At the same time, phosphorus is also converting into pH3. So when I'm going to write reduction half, for reduction half I'm going to write this reaction, that phosphorus will change into pH3. So 2 times I can write it, right? Few students are like, but sir, you already wrote that P is converting into H2PO2 minus. Now why you are writing P is converting into pH3? Arey bhaiya, because that is also happening. That is also happening, yes or no? P is converting into pH3, that is also happening, right? So in reduction half, I have to write P is converting into pH3. This is my reduction half, right? Now balance all the atoms, phosphorus 1, done. Balanced, right? Now balance hydrogen, oxygen is not there, so balance hydrogen. So balance hydrogen by adding H plus. Hydrogen is also balanced because we are assuming it to be acidic. Now balance charge, reduction is gain of electron, neutral, 0 charge. So here I need to add 3 electrons. This is my second reduction half. So this is, overall it is same. What in reduction and oxidation half, you have to write the same species that is undergoing oxidation as well as reduction. Okay, so this is what I have done. I hope this is clear to you. Now guys, you know all the usual steps. Here we need to multiply this with 3. You know why? Because electrons we want to get cancel out. Okay, so I'm directly adding, everyone pay attention, 3p and 1p. So that would be 4p plus. Okay, 4p plus 4p plus guys, see, 3 into 2, 6H2O. Don't do any mistake, 6H2O, right? And guys, there will be 3H plus. Okay, then there will be 3H2PO2 minus, okay, and then there will be 6H plus and this pH3, 6H plus, okay. Now see, 3 into 1, 3 electron will get cancelled out. Again 3p plus p, 3p from here, p from here, that become 4p, this becomes 6H2O, done, okay. 6H2O and 3H plus from here, done. Then this become 3H2PO2 minus, then 3 into 2, 6H plus pH3 from here, 6 electron will get cancelled out. Okay guys, understood? Now let's rearrange it little bit. We have written 4p plus 6H2O gives us 3H2PO2 minus. Okay, now guys, this is 3H plus, this is 6H plus, so that would be 3H plus phosphine. Understood? So this is balancing. This balancing is in acidic medium. Now we have to convert in basic. So you guys are pro now. You know that how many H plus are there? There are 3 H plus. So I need to add same number of OH minus on both sides. So I will add 3 OH minus, right? So 4p. Okay, it will become 3 OH minus plus. Okay, now see, I'm directly doing 3H plus, 3 OH minus. So 3H plus and 3 OH minus will become 3H2O, 6H2O and 3H2O. Can I write 3H2O here? Okay, and guys, 3H2PO2 minus plus phosphine. Okay, 3H2PO2 minus and phosphine. Okay guys, so this is my required balanced equation. Now I want to check whether it is correct or not, so that I can check with the help of charge balancing. How much charge is there? Minus 3. 3 into minus 1, minus 3. How much charge is there? There is also minus 3. 3 into minus 1, minus 3. So my charge is also balanced. So this is your balanced redox reaction. That would be disproportionation. This is disproportionation, right? So balancing of disproportionation is also very much similar whatever we have done. So that is why I told you that oxidation number method, if you solve with oxidation number method, then you need some different type of thing here. But if you solve with half reaction method, this general method, you can balance any kind of reaction with it. That's why half reaction method is one of the best method to balance redox reaction. Okay guys, so this is it for our balancing of redox reaction topic, balancing of redox reaction in our must topic series. Thank you very much. If you like the comment, do subscribe and do share this channel. Thank you guys, and best of luck for your preparation.